celebrated skier folks and qualified to smirk. I've skied more hills than any man from Frisco to New York. But talking about the skiing I've done is my one and only quirk, especially when I'm standing in the bar room. I'll ski any hill that stands, my friends, regardless of the pitch. On any kind of skis at all, I really don't care which. I could ski the cliffs of Dover with nary a bloody hitch. And haven't I often proved it in the bar room? I ski straight down the hill, you know, I never need traverse. I ski every style of skiing from the Arlberg to reverse. I'm one of the finest skiers in the whole darn universe, especially when I'm standing in the bar room. I've looked for powder skiing all around the world, you know, and when the powder's really deep, I'm first one on the toe. With just my head above the top, that's how I like my snow. And I love to tell about it in the bar room. The search for higher mountains has become my lifelong quest. But I found a hill in Asia that I really think is best. So if anyone wants to find me, I'll be shussing Everest as soon as I've had a couple in the bar room. Now when it comes to racing, I'm the finest of the crop. I can memorize a slalom course from bottom to the top. I come roaring through the finish gate and I barely make a stop, just in time to have a couple in the bar room. And now my song has ended, and I hope you will agree that if you need some pointers, why, you'd better send for me. But I'm not worth a damn, you know, till I've emptied 2 or 3 of the very biggest schooners in the bar room. The very biggest schooners in the bar room. They called him Super Skier as he sat around the sun deck, and he swore that he'd never spill. When they finally took him down, they had to use 3 toboggans to carry all the pieces down the hill.
Smile.
He was going down that slope, going 90 miles an hour, when he caught an edge of his ski. Well, his clothes, they were fast, but the slopes, they were faster. That's the last of Super Skier we shall see. He hollered, "What the hell," as he put him parallel. He figured there was nothing else to learn. As he started on his way, he was shouting, "On delay," assuming that he'd never have to turn. Well, he was slipping down that slope, going 90 miles an hour, when a mogul flipped him in the air. His jumping form was fine till he ran into a pine, and 2 one-legged skiers left from there. Well, he was going down that slope, going 90 miles an hour, when he caught an edge of his ski. Well, his clothes, they were fast, but the slopes, they were faster. That's the last of Super Skier we shall see.
Did you follow us?
When he left the tree at last, he was skiing twice as fast. Both halves were skimming moguls like a feather. He said, "If I must be a split personality, how can I ever keep my knees together?" One ski was headed east, and the other headed west, 'cause both of them, you see, were running freer. The folks on Little Nell, they looked up as scared as hell, said, "It's a bird, no, it's a plane, it's Super Skier." Well, he was going down it slow, going 90 miles an hour, when he caught an edge of his ski. Well, his clothes, they were fast, but the slopes, they were faster. That's the last of Super Skier we shall see. Well, the moral of my story, though my story's kind of gory, is very simple, even to a dope. Buy the fastest clothes you can, then talk skiing like a man. Don't let people catch you on the slope. Well, he was going down that slope, going 90 miles an hour, when he caught an edge of his ski. Well, his clothes, they were fast, but the slopes, they were faster. That's the last of Super Skier we shall see. That's the last of Super Skier we shall see. Johnson from his bedroll sprang and he called for his boots and skied. Skied quite well and he skied like hell, but he didn't have a bend in his knee. bend in his knee. But the thing he was taught that he soon forgot was to get a little bend in his knee. Now John in a race was a terrible disgrace. He soon ended up in the trees. And the reason he fell was, you know damn well, that he didn't have a bend in his knees. He didn't have a bend in his knees. Didn't have a bend in his knees. And the reason he fell was, you know damn well, that he didn't have a bend in his knees. He let out a howl for the ski patrol, saying, "Get the toboggan, please." As they carried him down to the dock in the town, they said, "You should have had a bend in your knees." They said, "You should have had a bend in your knees." They said, "You should have had a bend in your knees." As they carried him down to the dock in the town, they said, "You should have had a bend in your knees." Long after the spill in the doctor's bill, he'd sold his boots and skis. Now he can't make haste with a cast to his waist. And he doesn't have a bend in his knees. No, he doesn't have a bend in his knees. He doesn't have a bend in his knees. He can't make haste with a cast to his waist, and he doesn't have a bend in his knees. Well, if you want to be a skier, let me tell you what to do. You got to have time, like a month or two. Plenty of money, just a little bit more. And I don't mean hundreds, I mean figures of 4 and a savings account. Rob the piggy bank. Take one of those fly now, cry later plans. And you need a mountain, preferably high, with a lodge and a pool that's right nearby. Trails and runs and a good long tow. And something else? Oh yeah, snow. Plenty of it, brother. About 6 foot of base. Little fresh powder every day. That's what they advertise. So when you got the time and the place and the loot, and the pants and the park and a good pair of boots, flannel longies and goggles and mitts, skis and poles and waxing kits, and a few ace bandages, and a gallon jug of liniment, and a good big pillow, you're all set. So you get on the train and you head out west, where any fool knows that the skiing is best, except those in the north, or north by east, where it's not the most, but it's not the least. You practice knee bends, run down the aisle, worry about the all-burger reverse shoulder style. Let's see, what method does that Stein Erickson fella teach now? So far, so good. You're getting right along. You're at the resort in that happy throng. You go to the ski school, and what do you see? A million other people who are learning to ski, and that paragon. Oh, that demigod. The handsome ski instructor. Well, you jump on your skis and get them on tight. You think you're looking like a wonderful sight. You climb up the hill with a side step or two. You notice everybody's looking right at you. You're first in line, brother. You're at the head of the class. Suddenly you feel accident prone. Acrophobia. So you've skied on down that first little hill. You did it real well and you didn't take a spill. You bend your knees, you've got it now. Your instructor announces, "We'll try the snow plow." And brother, you hate him. And you were doing so well. You were skiing parallel on your first lesson and the whole thing. So you learned the snow plow and got it down pat. All that evening around the bar you sat and you talked like a skier about all you could do. Felt real good as you hoisted a few and you listened to the others talking and talking and talking. Couple of fools singing folk songs. Well, the day has come as you knew it would. You gotta find out if you're really any good. Whole darn class is going to the top. Chairlift feels like it's never gonna stop. It's getting higher, and you're getting short of breath. You got trembling knees and a mad desire to jump. So there you are where you wanted to be. On top of the world, speaking figuratively. You're poised to move, you're headed down. Skis together, you're going to town. The air is rushing past your face. You wish you were some other place. You keep hearing voices. They're yelling at you, "Keep your knees together." But you found a new thrill every time you went out. Don't try to explain what that thrill is all about. You can't explain it. Might as well give up trying. Let your friends float alone and find out for themselves. Sure, your friends will think that you're out of your head. They'll all be saying you'll wind up dead. But they don't know because they can't see the thrills and excitement when you learn to ski. Sure, it's chancy. You could break a leg. But can any of your friends that play golf say truthfully that they could break a leg? starter cried, "Is everybody ready for the race?" Our super skier shouted yes, and Kick turned into place. Then Bowley waved to all his friends, a smirk upon his face. Well, he ain't gonna ski no more. He yawned at his opponents, said the race was good as won. He'd ski the course blindfolded just to add a bit of fun. With bandaged eyes he jetted off till his bindings came undone. Well, he ain't gonna ski no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, who's that nitwit trying to fly? Gory, gory, it's enough to make you cry. Well, he ain't gonna ski no more. He felt the wind, he felt the cold, he felt the sudden drop. He tried to stem, he tried to check, and then he tried to stop. His fatal error dawned on him, he should have stayed up top. Well, he ain't gonna ski no more. He hit each pole that set the course, and 12 spectators too came roaring across the finish wearing garlands of bamboo. 2 were killed and 4 were hurt and 6 were black and blue. Well, he ain't gonna race no more. Oh, gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, it's a sport I'll never try. Gory, gory, it's enough to make you cry. Well, he ain't gonna ski no more. There was crimson on his bindings, there were brains upon his suit. Intestines were a-hanging from the treetops to the roots. We scraped him up from off the snow and poured him from his boots. Well, he ain't gonna ski no more. They took him to the hospital and fixed him up real great, but took off all his arms and legs, a sad and lonely fate. Now he's working in an office, hired as a paperweight. Well, he ain't gonna ski no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, let us raise our glasses high. Gory, gory, now he's in St. Peter's sky, and he ain't gonna ski no more. So skiers, hear my warning, lest you buy a pair of skis. Why take a chance on cracking up or risking a deep freeze? There's quicker, slicker ways to go, all guaranteed to please, and we ain't gonna ski no more. Gory, gory, who's that bird brain in the sky? Gory, gory, it's a sport I'll never try. Gory, gory, I am much too young to die, and I ain't gonna ski no more. And I ain't gonna ski no more. In this white world that reaches the sky, I found a future for me. Just standing there on a high mountainside, I'm ruler of all I can see. The snow is my lover, the sun is her kiss. The wind sings a love song to me. With the wind and the sun and a vast snowy run, then just like an eagle I'm free. For my skis are the things that give me my wings and make me an eagle and free. If you see a track in the powder white snow, etching a trail 'neath the sky, then look for a skier whose heart's in the clouds and the song in his heart He soars through the spaces, he flies through the trees, he races the wind rushing by. For here is a man with his spirit fulfilled, an eagle who must never fly. For his skis are the things that give him his wings and make him an eagle on high. His skis are the things that give him his wings and make him an eagle on high. She's my Highlands lassie, met her on the hill. I tried to go, but my heart said no, and I know I never will. I went that way on a bright new day to ski and be free in the sun. But a lassie's eye that was blue as the sky said, tell me if you are the one. Oh, she's my Highlands lassie, met her on the hill. I tried to go, but my heart said no, and I know I never will. Well, time stood still on that Highlands hill, but reason and love aren't the same. I'd waited so long that the right from the wrong weren't rules that applied to the game. So together we skied as we raced so free and found what few hearts ever find. A love so real that it made us feel forever together in kind. She's my Highlands lassie, met her on the hill. I tried to go, but my heart said no, and I know I never will. She's my Highlands lassie, I love her more and more. With the sun so high in that Highland sky, found the lassie I adore. So young men beware when the day is fair and you're out in the Highlands to ski. Be careful of girls with those long yellow curls, or you'll lose your heart like me. She's my Highlands lassie, I met her on the hill. I tried to go, but my heart said no, and I know I never will. She's my Highlands lassie, met her on the hill. I tried to go, but my heart said no, and I know I never will. And I know I never will.
Look, the icicles are all melting. Look, the snow's almost all gone.
What'll we do when the snow's all gone?
What'll we do when the snow's all gone? What'll we do when the snow's all gone? What'll we do when the grass turns green? What'll we do when the toes shut down and our favorite run is a muddy ravine? We could paint a picture or write a song.
That's all wrong.
We could be domestic and learn to cook.
Oh, now look. We could take up golf or ride a horse.
Why, of course. What'll we do when the robins come? What'll we do when the summer's here? What'll we do when we cannot ski? And sun's all over the hemisphere. We might have to go to school.
Don't be a fool. I could find a girl to be my bride.
That's suicide.
We might have to go to work.
We'd go berserk. What'll we do when it doesn't storm? What'll we do when the winds don't blow? What'll we do when we wake one morn? Find plenty of heat and no more snow. When summer's here and the flowers bloom, no need for gloom.
What'll we do when this all melts? There's nothing else.
Now listen to me, I've got an idea. We could go to Chile to ski Portilla.
Ski Portilla? Ski Portilla?
We could go to Chile to ski Portilla. Here's what we'll do when the snow's all gone. All your wailing is pretty silly. When summer comes, we'll pack our duds and we'll head for the south to ski in Chile.
Ski in Chile?
Ski in Chile.
What'll we do?
Here's what we'll do
When the snow's all gone.
when the snow's all gone.
What'll we do?
Here's what we'll do.
When the grass turns green.
There's more to be seen.
What'll we do?
Here's what to do.
When the toll's shut down.
We'll leave this town and we'll head for the south to ski in Chile. Here's what we'll do. We'll ski in Chile. We'll ski in Chile. Ski in Chile. Ski in Chile. Hooray! With snow in the air and the wind in our faces, we're ready to answer the call from the north. In the heart of each skier's the end to be freer. When winter calls, all of the skiers come forth. It's high in the heavens, the sun it is shining, sending down beams on the glistening white snow.